Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Nerd Age where we discuss everything nerdy. My name is Mick, and with me as always are my co-hosts Josh.
What's up?
Corey.
Yo, yiggity, yo.
Dang it!
And Jonah.
What's up?
Hi, everybody.
What did you say?
What's wrong?
He said, yo, yiggity, yo, right?
Yo, yiggity, yo.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, use it in your next, greetings.
I will.
It's very endearing.
I think I'll be a lot cooler if I do.
Yeah.
Make sure you point at people when you say it too.
Yeah.
I'll do my Peter Parker strutting down the street.
Nice.
Yo, yiggity, yo.
It's so long. That's the thing.
I don't know.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah.
It's hot.
Yeah, the
it's hot.
apocalypse.
Just,
hot.
yeah, so we have a heat wave going on in the Pacific Northwest, and we're Eastern Washington, so we're getting wrecked over here.
Yeah.
I think today I was up at like 111, I saw when I was watching the temps, so pretty nuts for if you don't have AC, it's pretty brutal. It's got to be said.
Yeah.
People are losing power.
Did you guys' power get shut off?
No, sir.
They said they were
Is
going to
yours?
shut ours off.
No, they said it was. We got like a text saying like
Really?
that they were going to shut it off at some point. We never got it shut off. So
Oh, that's crazy. But yeah, no, I've been good personally. My AC hasn't died, luckily, but I know people whose stuff's dying, they're blazing. But it's just crazy because I have friends in Canada and like Vancouver and like above, and they're just as hot,
Yeah.
which is blowing my mind. It's just like, dang,
There's no safe place.
global warming.
global warming, bro. Just on the coast, though. Right there. If you're inland a little bit, you're good.
Man, yeah, it's been brutal.
Yeah.
Only another week of this, so we should be good.
Yeah.
Is it going to be all week?
I mean, I think next week is like into the mid 90s. But yeah.
A little reprieve from the heat.
I mean, the best thing is that I'm a massive nerd. So all I do is I stay in my office and I've got the AC pumping in that one room. And so since I'm not trying to like cool down my whole house because I have mini splits, it's just super nice. It's just an ice box.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's just me and my dog and we're just chilling, literally. And then I step outside to take her outside to the potty or something like that. And it's just like, dang, it's so hot.
Instant
It's
sweat.
like an oven out there, dude. Yeah.
It's bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been taking Maya to the river like in the morning. Just
Take her to the
little
river.
Spokane.
Nice.
It's packed.
I was just gonna say how crowded it is.
Dang.
So many people there.
Really?
Yeah.
Why don't you just like go to one of our family members' pools and just like
No
sneak
invites,
back?
bro.
Sneak back there, dude. Be like, I gotta survive, dude. My kid's
The
gonna die.
river's nice. It's nice and cool.
Where are you going at? In the river?
Pine River.
Oh, that's why. You gotta go to the secret spots.
Like under the bridge where the homeless are.
Yeah.
That's where I
Exactly.
go.
You gotta dodge some needles, but it's not as crowded. Yeah.
It's not bad. Maya's really good. Like she makes friends everywhere. So we got there today and we'd gone there like 2 weeks ago. And she's like, look it's my friend. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And like, there's just like two girls swimming in the river. And she goes up to them. She's like, hi, do you remember me? They're like, yeah, we do. Hi, Maya. And I'm like, what?
Maybe you should pay attention and not be on your phone, huh?
Well, no, I mean, like all kids look the same. Like, I don't know.
All kids look the same.
But she was like, hey, it's my friend. So I was like, okay, well. So I think she likes going and meeting new people.
Nice. Do you get in the river?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
You're cooking otherwise.
exactly.
That's true.
Oh, 100%. I'd be in there. 100.
100.
100. Yeah. But yeah, nice. Have you guys been just hanging out in your basements and watching TV shows and stuff to kind of cool off, or what? Besides Mr.
Riverman.
Riverman.
Yeah, I've been watching through the old Justice League cartoon. I did watch the first, I guess, part one of the Long Halloween animated movie. I think that came out earlier last week. So yeah, I gave that a watch. Really liked it. Thought it was good.
Is part 2 out yet?
Part 2 comes out on the 27th of July, I want to say.
Nice.
Yeah, I would recommend giving it a watch. The art style is really cool. It's almost it sounds stupid. It almost looks 2D, Like I know the whole thing is 2D, but like just the way that it's
like super flat. They're like there's no depth.
right.
To it.
Yeah. But it doesn't look bad or anything.
Yeah.
And the voice acting was great. Jensen Ackles. Is that his name? Jensen Ackles?
The guy from
Supernatural. He voiced Batman in this movie. Did a really good job. Yeah, but it's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you, Josh?
I dug a trench today. The trencher did most of the work, but it was
the opposite.
I had to do it super early, and luckily it was shaded in my backyard, so it wasn't too bad.
Nice.
But other than that, yeah, just kind of trying to stay cool. We started playing Gloomhaven, the Jaws of Life, Jaws of the Lion.
Jaws of the Lion.
Yeah, there you go.
Jaws of Life.
Yeah, that too.
Get you out of
That's
that car
sequel.
wreck.
Yeah, so we started that.
Dude, sick.
last night.
What do you think about it?
It was a lot of fun. We just did 2 scenarios with Crystal and I and
Was it your
her
Is
brother.
it a
Yeah.
board game or is it a
Yeah,
video game?
It's a board
It's a
game.
board game.
Oh, okay. Well, it'd be nice to know, guys.
Good, yeah, for the viewers. Actually, I pay attention to board game like ratings and just because people do really good reviews and you can kind of just up your average of getting a good game. And so the number 1 game for the longest time was Gloomhaven. And then the only game that dethroned it was this game, Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion. So it's almost like a better tutorial / starter game of it. It's like a little bit smaller. The Gloomhaven base game's like freaking $200 or like something like
crazy.
that, over $100, and it weighs a ton. But this game is super good, really accessible to people. I was wondering actually if the rule set was overwhelming for you or how, because you have to manage a lot of things like the enemies and how they do it and how they move and when they attack and stuff like that.
We read the instructions and watched a video.
Yeah,
And then,
you have to.
I mean, the first scenario was like,
You have to prep a whole week in order to play the board
I mean,
game.
basically,
I mean, you definitely an hour of
Well, it's like that
studying
game I
how to do
have
it.
that the root game we played once and then we played it wrong, and I'm like, man, I got to rewatch a video to see how to play it because I really want to play it, and I even have an expansion.
Yeah.
And it's like I've only played it once.
yeah, but I think because we did the first scenario was easy and the second one we started getting like into the flow of things, so it was a lot easier.
Nice.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think there's like 26 or 27 scenarios or something like that.
Awesome.
So we'll be playing through that periodically. So should
When-
be fun.
Cool.
Once you play a scenario, can you replay it or what? Because there's those games that you only play once,
Those
right?
are called legacy games.
Okay.
Yeah.
So technically,
No, you can. You
can-
can. Just
yeah.
don't use pen or
exactly.
on the stuff.
So like
Okay.
there's a map and there's scenarios that as you go through, you put the sticker on there to say, oh, we're doing this scenario.
Yeah.
But basically we just
But
cut the
the-
stickers out and set
Okay.
it on there. So if we wanted to eventually play it again with different characters or as different characters, we could if we wanted to.
'Cause-
Or
yeah,
if we
'cause-
wanted to pass it on.
Yeah. So that's true. If you want to let someone else play it, yeah. In the base game or the original game, Gloomhaven, it is legacy type, but it's more like you'll like do a mission, and then at the end of the mission, you'll have 2 or 3 choices of which way you want to go with the storyline. So it's like, oh, we want to go track down this like mystical witch or whatever, or no, we want to save the citizens from something. And so you make these decisions, and you can't go back. And the decisions actually dictate like what the whole story is. And so if you choose one route, there could be a whole story with that other route and you never get to see it. So like the decisions you make in the game are really, intentional and they have a lot of weight to them. So, and it actually dictates like how you are as like a venturing party. Like you'll get more renown or you'll get more like evil points if you make the bad choices, but it's cool. It's really cool. Yeah. It's big, but it's fun. That's cool. I'm glad you guys played that. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys weren't overwhelmed. That's the only thing I'm worried about with that game. If someone's overwhelmed with like having to keep track of what the bosses do and stuff like that, but nice.
Yeah. It wasn't too bad.
Dude, by the way, speaking about Root real quick, it was on sale on Steam. They have a digital version of it, and me, James, Joby, and Tina all bought it. So
nice.
eventually we're going to play it online because James moved away, right, my buddy?
Well, once you guys figure out how to play, let me know.
You let me know, yeah.
Yeah,
we'll
I
play
just
that.
bought the expansion because you can play 4 players, and then with the expansions, it puts it up to 6, I think.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
So I was like, I'll get it just
Yeah.
to. That way, 5 people can teach me how to play instead of.
But
Yeah.
Nice.
Board games in general for me are overwhelming.
Really?
Yeah, I just.
What is a board game that you like?
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, it's pretty good. Trouble. Yeah.
Okay. Anything more complicated than those?
Oh man.
Or no? So, like, have you ever played Settlers of Catan or Carcassonne?
I played.
These are like entry level board games, I would say.
Okay, which one is the one where you have like octagonal pieces and you make?
So
like
Settlers, or I think Carcassonne also has.
No, those are square.
Is that where you
Okay.
make like a, or maybe there's
So you
square-
like-
you make
you like-
castle and stuff and you
You make
Yeah.
towns and connect roads and
yeah
stuff like that. Yeah.
What's that one?
Carcassonne.
No, that's Settlers. Oh, is it Carcassonne?
Yeah,
Do you
it is.
have roads in Carcassonne?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, there's
Oh, then
roads,
it
and
is
then you
Carcassonne.
have
Yeah,
to do
yeah.
cities, and you have
To
to.
be honest, the games are very similar.
I don't mind that one.
Okay,
That's fine.
cool. Nice.
To me though, when it gets like like you have like 100 little like circle cardboard pieces and like a bunch of colored discs.
Right,
and-
like resources and
yeah, like
gold
that.
and
Like
stuff. Yeah.
I tried playing this one. I don't remember any of the names,
Yeah.
but it's like a space one.
Space games are always
And
complicated.
yeah, it was just like way too much for
Aw.
my puny little brain.
I think you just need to be like slightly, play a little bit of Settlers of Catan or play some Carcassonne. And then maybe that's a gateway drug, basically, right? And then we raise you up to a little bit harder, a little bit more complicated, and you can
Well,
see
it's good
how
also if
fun
you-
they can be.
It's good if you have people that have played them before,
Oh, yeah.
and then that aren't like
Super competitive.
super competitive
Yeah,
or
no.
like don't tell you certain things
Oh,
so
I
that they
hate
know
that.
how to
I
win
hate that.
and they like already
Oh,
know.
dude.
Oh, they like explain a rule at the end of the game. But
As
it's like,
he's
oh,
winning with
actually,
that
I
rule.
get these.
Yeah.
But if you're playing
Oh, I
with
hate
people
that.
that know how to play, and
Yeah.
then it's for fun, but then you kind of play it multiple times so that you're all kind of. I mean, that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I guess like, and I don't like them when they go like really long.
Oh, sure.
So like a good, like, oh, this round or whatever took only 20 minutes. I'm cool with that.
20 minutes. Okay.
I mean, I know we still need to work up to our D&D thing at some point for Jonah and I.
Forget about it. Talk to me like in, I don't know, never basically. But no, I would like to see you play a game called Machikoro. It's a very simple game.
Is that the one that looks like a paintbrush or something?
No,
What is that one?
I don't know. I don't have a paintbrush game, but
Okay.
this game is like you buy like houses and like real estate or whatever. I don't know,
Yeah.
buildings, and like just based on people's roll of the dice, you'll get money, or you'll take money from them, or they'll take money from you, or things like that. And they'll have like you just try to make money and then build out your city before everyone else. It's really simple, but it's pretty fun.
Okay.
But that would be the step up from that. I would.
There
probably
are a lot
introduce you to.
of cardboard little
I'm out.
pieces. So
Can't do it.
It's just one type. It's just money.
And little construction things to close your businesses.
It's too complicated, and there's like 2 dice. Ugh.
I need to buy Machikoro again. I left it in Mexico.
Oh yeah, that's right. I like that game a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely lacking in my
I'm surprised you
Board
don't play
game.
board games much. That is crazy.
my brother Dave. He's like a huge board game guy. So he
I'd probably like your brother more than you then.
probably honestly. I think you guys would have a lot more in common. He loves D&D. He plays WoW.
Oh, this guy
Probably.
sounds
they're
cool.
best friends.
Does he play video games too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I like him. What does he think about Cloud9?
Doesn't
He
give us
hates it.
crap.
Well, never mind.
Yeah, I get a point.
Yeah, Mix actually bought some of your
How
products.
much Cloud9 merch does he own? That's
Yeah,
really
that's
the
right,
question. Yeah.
0.
0.
And he opens up his closet and it's literally like custom jerseys with his name on it. And yeah, from every year. Yeah. Anyway, nice.
Yeah. So I'll work on it.
Let's get into some news.
Yeah.
How about some news? Shang-Chi trailer. New trailer came out for the new Marvel movie. It kind of was the same as the first trailer, really. Maybe a little bit more detail about the story. You actually heard the main character talk.
Yeah.
Less Aquafina. So Jonah liked it.
Except I don't know why
feel like
Marvel always does this at the end of every
Yeah.
trailer. It's like the stick around for the
There's
dumb
like
joke.
a little tag.
I'm like,
Oh, really? I don't
like
think
they show the
again,
title.
Aquafina doing the show title, and then
We're
Aquafina's
gonna be
just
best
like,
friends.
some says something. I'm just like, oh,
What did she say?
I don't know. I can't remember.
We're
I,
gonna be best friends. Is that what you
yeah,
said?
something like that. Yeah, drives me crazy.
But they showed Abomination,
Yeah.
which we haven't seen since the first.
Well,
Incredible Hulk movie.
supposedly they said Abomination, and he's fighting
I think he's
Wong?
fighting Wong.
Yeah,
that's what it
from-
looked like.
from
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Wait, so I don't know about this, but so is the guy his dad, the guy that has the rings? Is that the Mandarin?
No, the other guy's the man.
Wait, what are we talking about right now?
Wait, what other guy?
Are we talking about the trailer still?
Yeah.
Wait, is that his?
Really?
I think it's the same guy.
see it.
Oh, is it? I thought,
Weird.
So there's the guy with the long hair.
So they're crossing over?
No, because he was.
We're having two different conversations
Sorry.
here.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, you guys go.
Just
say what you're
stuff
saying.
doesn't matter. No, I'm just dumb. Go ahead.
All right. The Mandarin, right?
So that's his dad.
So
I think that's
his dad is the Mandarin, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So not the guy from Iron Man 3.
No. Ben Kingsley. No.
Yeah. Because,
Or
well, here's the
Guy
thing.
Pearce.
At the end, so it's Ben Kingsley was supposed to be the Mandarin, and he's the actor, right? That dumb twist.
Trevor.
And then at
Trevor
the
Slattery.
end, Guy Pearce is the one saying like that he's the true Mandarin. So now they're totally retconning that then.
Well, okay, we've talked about this before, but I think like with the release of Iron Man 3, like in the DVD, there was like a little, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a little like 3-minute video or whatever showing Trevor in prison and somebody approaching him saying that, you know, the real Mandarin's tired of you using his name or whatever. So it was teasing that,
Oh, okay.
I mean,
but it was on a DVD.
it was on a
wasn't an
DVD.
end
It
credit
wasn't in a
scene.
movie or anything. So
Yeah.
I guess interpret that how you
So
want.
when they
but
saw how everyone reacted and were angry, they're like, "Hey, let's film
Let's film
something,
this
throw
little
it on the
thing."
DVD. That way we can say, hey, the real Mandarin's out there." Okay,
honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened.
good to know.
But at least since 2013, it's been that way.
Right.
So
And what we were talking about, were you talking about tying it in together with Abomination because she's from the Hulk?
Yeah.
So technically,
I didn't understand.
that's canon
Okay.
because
Canon.
the general from the Hulk is in.
yeah, Thunderbolt Ross, and
Right.
then, Civil War.
They just changed the actor, so that's why even in Avengers, when I think it's Black Widow gets Bruce Banner,
Yeah,
right? He's kind of like he mentions Brazil or something. I think
I
He's
don't
like,
remember.
can't remember.
I don't remember.
I think he
what country
does.
He's
Yeah.
in,
But it was just kind of like, oh yeah, Edward Norton movie. Yeah, that
Okay.
kind of happened, but we're not going to address it. So,
weird. Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, it looks I like the action because I like kind of like the kung fu martial arts kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that looks cool, and it looks a little different. Like that action to me seems different than what we've been getting in Marvel movies, which is more of like the generic, like superhero like
action.
punching, like those action scenes, beats. I think this looks a little different. So
I just hope that they stick with that because, I mean, we've talked about it. We all love Jackie Chan movies, and there's something really special about the choreography and, Hong Kong movies. So I hope they go more towards that way and stay away from the more superhero punchy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I literally was talking with a friend and we were talking about top 5 movies. And I put Rush Hour in my top 5. Can you believe
I thought
that?
you were gonna put Mr. Nice Guy on there.
Mr. Nice Guy. Yeah. I really like that movie a lot.
Great. I like Rush Hour 2 better, but
Sure.
I mean, there's still, those two are.
I haven't seen those movies in forever.
Yeah, me neither.
You should, dude.
They're
They're
solid.
funny, dude. They're so good. And he's just a baller. I love Jackie Chan.
Have you ever seen interviews with him talk about making the Rush Hour movies where he's like, they just tell me to say things and they laugh. And he's like, and I don't get it.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, dude, that's so sad.
It sucks.
But he just like goes along with it.
Oh,
but he's
yeah.
like, yeah, they're like, say this, and I say it, and they all laugh.
That's why he's so cool, dude.
That's why he's a star. He does what he's told.
He obeys.
You killed my uncle.
I mean, he's super funny. I mean, whether it's someone else or him, I don't know. It's really funny. I love it.
Have you seen that video? Man, it's been a year since I've seen it. I'm probably gonna mess it up, but it's like he's on some show, and they get all his like stunt guys and all these like people that he trained with and worked with, like in his first movies. And now that he's really famous, they all like show up. And so they're like asking him about movies, and they show like a clip of his first movie, right? And then he like, people are clapping, and he like turns around and he sees all the guys that like he grew up with and stuff and like made movies with them. And like they're all like older, you know, and they're all like crying and stuff. And he's all like, oh, he's crying. And everyone's like, it's like, that's such a good video. I'll have to look for it and show you guys.
I know what you're talking about.
He has awesome relationship with he has mentees that he mentors. He has like a 10 of them or something like that. Like he mentors a lot of young adults, and he brings them up and teaches them the ways, and it's cool, man. He's an awesome dude.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah. It'd be cool just to like be behind the scenes and just see him work, like see his process.
I loved watching, like after Mr. Nice Guy, watching the end credits where they showed him doing all of his stunts.
Yeah.
Bro, scary stuff.
Where he like broke his foot and he like just put on a rubber like shoe over his cast or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
And he's like jumping onto a boat.
Jumping off a freaking bridge and like almost falling, and they're like, like everyone's like trying to grab him. Like,
I know this person isn't as cool as Jackie Chan, but Tom Cruise, like
Tom Cruise is not
what I'm saying is
at all.
not the same. But what I'm saying is like
he's respectable.
The fact that
He's
Tom Cruise does his own stunts and has broken his leg and foot and continued to do his own stunts and like continue filming, like that kind of stuff. I'm like, there's not many actors do that anymore. Like Tom Cruise. Like in Top Gun 2, it's like he's really flying the jets. Like
that's crazy.
That's nuts.
That's crazy, and that's super respectable.
Yeah, that's true. The one thing
for sure.
about
he does his studying. He trains super hard, kind of like John Wick boy,
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu.
Yeah,
him doing all that training with the gun work and stuff. It's sick.
Yeah.
The one thing about Tom Cruise, you look at him run, and you're like, that guy doesn't look like he does his own stunts.
Oh,
yeah, for sure.
Come on, you look.
Hey,
yeah, but he does. That's because you know he's doing the run.
I know, but it's just Jackie Chan looks like he does his own stunts.
Whatever that one movie where he kept dying in that.
Live, Die, Repeat.
That one. Man,
Edge of
he
Tomorrow.
ran a lot. Edge of Tomorrow. He ran so much, and I was like, stop.
I like that movie. That movie's a good movie.
It's all right.
Oh, that movie was great.
Yeah, I love that movie. Yeah.
I got to the end of it, and I was
okay.
like, wouldn't have reset.
I don't think about it too much.
Exactly. That's why I didn't like it as much.
Guys, it's
good up
action
until that.
Groundhog Day. Come on.
That was based on a mango, wasn't it?
A mango?
Mango? Tangerine? Manga? Manga. Listen back. I think I said mango.
Manga?
See, you heard mango too, right?
Manga.
See?
I was so confused, dude. Oh, man.
It's pronounced manga.
Me white boy over here. Manga.
I swear I heard mango.
I knew what you were saying.
Manga.
Is it based on a manga? Manga?
I have no idea.
Mango?
Never mind. I'm sorry about
That's
this.
cool if it is. That's cool.
I
I
think
think it. I'm
That's
pretty
awesome.
sure it was.
Cool. That sounds like an anime, honestly.
Oh man.
Anyway, trailer looks interesting. Hopefully the movie is
Hey,
good.
Honestly, if they'll laugh it up chuckles and all those jokes are kept to a limited number, I think I might like this movie.
I don't think
But I have a feeling it's not going to be that way. He's super serious though. The main character.
Yeah, but they'll have everyone else
they're
around
gonna
him do.
counterbalance it. Yeah, they're going to counterbalance it with funny McChuckles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aquafina
I have
water
high hopes
bottle.
for it. Just like the cinematography too, just looks
It looks different.
different from
Yeah.
all the other Marvel movies.
I'm going to call her water bottle. I think that's funny. Yeah. That's not her real name, right? Like that's her stage name. Guaranteed.
That's her stage name.
Everyone that has a
Aquafina.
stage
Yeah.
name. Yeah.
Corey's your stage name.
And I'm not down with
Exactly.
Aquafina. What's next?
Almost made me spit, dude.
Goodness.
Sorry, guys, I got
Lost my
upset.
What's next?
Reports of Mr. Indiana Jones getting hurt again on the set.
I'm telling you,
Mr.
I said
Indy 5.
they need to film this movie because he's not long for this world. Sorry, Harrison Ford.
Just do things that are like waist up.
Yeah, he hurt his shoulder
make him
apparently
run.
doing practicing
down.
a stunt.
What stunt were they?
I don't know, but
He was probably throwing
punching
a punch.
Nazis.
Bring Tom Cruise in to do this stuff.
Or Jackie Chan.
Expensive stunt double.
Hey,
Jackie Chan could be short round.
there you go.
Coming back.
That would be sweet.
That'd be awesome.
I think he's a little too old.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. No one cares, right? I mean, if people said, "Hey, short round," and it was Jackie Chan, I'd go for it. I'd be like,
okay.
yeah, it's short round.
Checks
Indy,
out.
Indy.
It checks out.
That's too bad.
Yeah,
He's
so
doing
apparently they're like taking 5 weeks or suspending it
That's
for
not
6
bad.
weeks or something
I
like
thought
that.
they said they were going
not
to
too
keep filming the other stuff that
Nice.
they could, basically.
It should. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, probably 5 weeks without Harrison Ford.
Yeah. They'll be fine.
Just bring Shia back.
Shia LaBeouf.
Every time I say that,
All right, moving
Mick
on.
dies a little bit. You can see his eyes
Oh,
just
you don't
like
like him?
glaze over.
I don't like him in that movie.
Oh, okay.
I like Shia LaBeouf fine.
For sure.
See,
But
this is the problem. Every time we talk about Indiana Jones, Jim was like, hey, bring Shia back.
I'm pretty sure
It's the same
it's the
conversation.
same beat
Yeah.
every time. Like, I'll say something, Corey say something, I'll say something again. Shia LaBeouf, back. No.
Sorry, guys. I'm just giving people what they want to hear.
No one wants to hear that.
So yeah, I mean,
Oh, man.
I just think hopefully they can finish the movie because Harrison
like
Ford
5 or 6
keeps
weeks.
flying. He keeps flying. He keeps crashing. He keeps
They'll
breaking
finish it.
things.
Time's ticking.
Just
It
hope
is.
for a swift, speedy recovery.
That's right.
What do you
Swift
think of?
death.
'Cause, yeah. A speedy
So then they can
recovery.
CGI him and then be done with it.
I heard they are going to do like de-age him.
Stuff, yeah.
Well, yeah, they had that.
You said some facial stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we talked about it last week. There were like dots
Yeah.
on his face.
Cool.
It's probably time travel.
I'm down.
Yeah. Transformers. Josh, you were saying that there was a rumor of a new movie coming out.
Well, they just announced the title. So it's Rise of the Beast Machines? Or,
Oh, Beast Machines.
Oh, more dinosaurs, right?
Go.
well,
Is there a
no,
gorilla?
all dinosaurs.
A gorilla?
Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Gorilla. Optimus is a gorilla.
Optimus the
Primal.
gorilla, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, so based on the 90s
Cartoon.
CGI cartoon. One
And
of
it's
the first,
supposed to be like a reboot, right?
So technically supposedly it's following the line of the Bumblebee movie.
Okay.
So the Bumblebee movie was in the 80s. This is supposed to take place in the 90s.
Okay.
So I don't know how they're gonna. It's basically like a.
As long as Michael Bay's not doing it. Is he doing it?
No, it's
Okay,
not. I think it already has a director actually, but I can't remember who it is.
Michael Bay still produced Bumblebee, though, right?
Yeah,
I mean, he's a producer on A Quiet Thing. A Quiet Thing. Quiet Place.
Quiet
I don't know anything
Ain't no
today.
thing like a quiet thing. That should be the third one. A quiet thing.
A Quiet Thing.
bam,
Nice.
bam, 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 bam.
So who's excited about it?
I'm actually pretty excited.
All right.
Like growing up watching the.
You're
know,
fine.
I
Keep going. Keep
I
going.
know.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
It's a mistake. It's a trap.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just like we grew up watching the cartoons. The Transformers that I grew up with were the Rat Trap and all Optimus Primal and stuff like that. So,
Cheetor. Cheetor.
yeah.
Was it Cheetor?
Was it?
Cheetos.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cheetor.
Wasn't there like a...
Waspinator.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. I
and-
had those toys, dude. They had McDonald's toys that we could get from Happy Meals, man.
Yeah.
It was dope.
Yeah, that show was awesome.
That was great, yeah.
And so, but I feel like I get burned every time I haven't watched Bumblebee.
I mean-
because I was like,
But
I
didn't you
hated
say
all the
that
other
was
ones.
like the better one.
It is one of the better ones.
Yeah.
So I'll have to watch Bumblebee.
I mean, I will say this: the more bad ones they do, the higher the chance that the next one's a good one. You know what I mean? I don't think that's factual, but think about it.
Is that how that works?
Yes, because they
Higher
can learn.
probability.
Because they can learn off their mistakes.
Explain to me the Resident Evil movies.
No comment.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, so hopefully it's good.
I can't.
But I just feel like, I mean, like I said, I need
Hey,
to watch
man.
Bumblebee because most people say that's a really good one. So I need to watch it, and maybe that'll get my hopes up for, they're going in this new direction. It works.
It
but
went honestly. it's gone downhill ever since Shia LaBeouf's left.
I think it went downhill from the
No,
first one was like
Shia LaBeouf.
okay, and then the second one was like worse than the first one, and it just went down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they have already cast like 2 human characters. So that's the one thing that I'm like,
Marky
yeah,
Mark.
I'm like, I really don't care. I don't care about humans. I don't care about them. I want to hear about the
Yeah, it's
Transformers.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's I feel
drives
like
me
that's what
nuts.
ruins those movies. It's like they have
it's
to
so integral,
focus
though.
on the human characters. I'm like, I don't care about them. I want the Transformers. Like, give me a backstory with Transformers. The other thing that is hard to do in those movies is to get an emotional connection with something that's so just CGI.
Well, the design is not great.
And so for me, it's like that's like they tried to put the emotional stuff with the human characters, but they were all like written so dumb. Like everyone was silly in those movies, and so you can never really like connect with anybody. So to me, it's like, man, don't give me human characters. Give me focus on the Autobots and the Decepticons. That's what we want.
Yeah, there are better versions of Transformers in the shape of animes.
Yeah.
Where basically they'll link that space, that gap between there being robots that aren't human and then there's humans, right? And there's an anime, I can't remember the name of it, where they actually have like a almost fusion technology where they coexist and they improve each other.
Yeah.
Because of their like, I don't know, their genes or I don't know, personality, I don't know. But like it gets that whole I'm not invested in this machine. Okay, now there's a human aspect of it. Now it's more relatable.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. But Transformers is Transformers, so you can't really
Well, I just
change
feel
that
like-
aspect of it.
Yeah, I just feel like
it's hard
if
to
you-
make it relatable.
If you did like give me more of a backstory on Optimus, like give me like build the connections between, because so there's a part I can't remember in what all the movies kind of fuse together. But there's a part where like one of the Autobots gets killed, right? And I'm like watching it, and I was like, which guy was that? And why is Optimus so upset about it? Because I really don't know what their connection is. You know, like that kind of stuff. Like they do this whole thing where this Autobot sacrifices himself, and it's like a big deal when Megatron comes and kills him, like he rips him in half or something.
Yeah.
And I'm just like you didn't develop any of these characters to a point where I cared, and I couldn't even tell who it was because the design of them is like when they're moving, you're like, who is that one?
Well, they're secondary characters, right? So if you did that to Bumblebee, there'd be a lot more weight to it. If you did it to Optimus,
Right.
there'd be more weight. But you're right.
That's what I'm saying.
You're right.
Of the two, like, it's a Transformers movie, and you're only Optimus because I know he's the guy that's always talking, and Bumblebee, right? But like all the other ones, the 4 other ones, it's like
It's hard.
Like, how do you know? And that's why I'm like,
Yeah.
get rid of the human characters and let's build. Like, tell me about the Autobots. You know, but anyway, hopefully,
I feel like every time they have a human, I mean, they always do. It feels like either there's 2 different storylines going on, where it's like there's a human, like it's like the scale of the battle's off. Like
Right.
you have humans versus humans, then you have robots versus robots, and it's not this like cohesive thing. Or they have it where they do try to make it more cohesive, but you start being like, really? The Transformers couldn't have just done that? Because they have this guy holding like a bomb and running, and it's like, well, they could have just like, I don't know, put it in a pocket of theirs and flown away.
Right. Only you, little human, can run this
Yeah.
cube up
I
to
don't know.
here.
Yeah,
It's like,
so it's like I lose it there. yeah, there's not much weight to it for me, and yeah. Well, good luck. Maybe the Beast Machines are gonna bring it back home for us.
hopefully.
That'd be great.
yeah.
Probably not. That's okay.
Guys, stop. There's a
we're
higher
suckers
likelihood, guys.
and we'll go watch it anyways.
Okay, so Bad Batch. Episode
9.
Episode 9.
Called Bounty Lost.
I don't think that's right. That doesn't sound right.
That seems too
Sounds right to me,
seems too
guys.
spoilery. Okay.
I wrote it down.
Okay. All right.
Bounty Lost, episode
I
9.
told you.
Apologize.
That was very spoilery. Wow.
Bounty Lost. Yeah, go ahead, Jupe.
Why is
What was the opening scene?
Yeah, exactly.
You're a good
I feel like I
opener.
always start.
Yeah.
I liked the episode. How about that?
Cool. Corey?
Next, moving on.
You gotta say what the episode was
No,
about.
I don't want to go because I've got some gripes. and you guys are gonna disagree with me.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So go ahead, say your good stuff.
A good episode. I liked it. It's basically just, Cad Bane has Omega, and he's gonna go to the rendezvous point.
And we learn about Omega,
We learned, that Omega is a
Generation 1 Boba Fett
Right.
clone. Or
Jango
not
Fett.
Jango,
Yeah.
sorry.
Unaltered too, right?
Yes, on Alter.
Like
And so that's why she's special. She's got
She's not
fresh genes.
Right, yeah.
And then so Fennec Shand shows up and wants to take the money. And R.I.P. A moment of silence for Tanwi, who gets killed.
Did she get killed off screen too?
No, well,
Because then she turned the
you
corner
just
and
see
she was
her
just
body.
laying there dead.
Yeah.
Well, you see her body there, so
Well, yeah, but I mean, yeah.
those are the best kind of deaths. So R.I.P. to the wonderful Tanwi.
But apparently she was like evil,
Yeah.
or
I
at
mean,
least
she's just
not.
following orders.
She didn't.
No.
She's following
I
orders.
don't know
You
how
can follow
evil-
orders to be evil.
I mean, they created Omega. Isn't Omega their
Yeah, they're
property?
just trying to get her back.
They're just trying to get their laptop
technically
back.
But what if you have
That's true.
You know what I mean?
she doesn't have free will? She can't choose.
That's a great question.
I mean, does anybody have free will? The Force does its thing.
Well, I've never dealt with a clone in real life, so I don't know. That is a great question. I don't know the ethics around it.
But I like the episode. It looked great. I mean, the fight between Fennec Shand and Cad Bane was pretty sweet. And Josh and I were talking about, they seem to be setting up that he's going to have a history with Fennec Shand. Like, they even already talking about how they have stuff going on in the past. So to me, it's a no-brainer that he's going to show up in Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Because if Fennec Shand's in there with Boba Fett, and Cad Bane and Boba Fett have history from Clone Wars, and they were originally going to be the one, like, Boba Fett was going to kill Cad Bane, to me it seems like they're just setting up that Cad Bane's going to show up in Book of Boba Fett, which
That'd be sweet.
would be awesome. But yeah, other than that, the Bad Batch gets Omega back.
Yeah.
Cad Bane is pissed. I think that was it for the
I
episode,
like the
right?
setting where they were, like in the clouds.
Yeah, it
and
was kind of like
everything.
Cloud City.
Yeah, yeah.
These are clone tanks. Pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
Every time they do the
sweet.
clone tanks, to me, I'm always like, Snoke in there?
I know. That's what I'm looking at every
Like, give
time.
me. Is there an Emperor Palpatine clone in there somewhere?
Oh, and when that
That's what I was looking
when that thing like flopped out
Yeah.
on her, it just looks so gross and
Yeah.
slimy.
So, what are your gripes? What?
Yeah, so I guess
Omega's head's big.
you talking about
Nose is
like
sharp.
a possible connection to the Boba Fett series, that would make this episode, worth a lot more to me. Honestly, like this episode it just wasn't great. You guys love this Cad Bane guy, right? Mm-hmm. I don't. I don't have any think of it from my point of view. I have no history of Cad Bane.
Yeah.
It's this blue dude that's supposed to he talks cool. I like his hat. And he's supposed to be this bad A bounty hunter. And to me, it's like, okay, it's just another bounty hunter who's pretty good. He got the jump on him. That was cool. But man, they lost her really fast. It was a 1 episode turnover, and it felt like just a cat and mouse, just like hot potato kind of episode. And for me, it just wasn't that awesome. Honestly, I wish that the chick bounty hunter would have got Omega and escaped. Actually, even though I guess it comes out that it's in her best interest. Actually, so no. Yeah, I don't know. It just wasn't.
That makes sense.
I don't know. I think that reveal was good, where she's like, "Oh yeah, the other what are they called? The long necks,
Kaminoans.
Kaminoans, yeah, whatever, Kaminoans or whatever." That one is good and like wants her to be free, so that's cool. But yeah, it just felt like nothing was gained, nothing was lost. It was kind of like a whatever kind of episode. And if he doesn't make that appearance into the Boba Fett, the Book of Boba, that'd be dope. And that'd be cool.
Yeah,
But it was
I think
an okay episode.
Yeah, I think that makes sense because, like, from my perspective, who watch Clone Wars and like I know who that character is. For me, that's why I'm excited for it. So it makes sense to someone that doesn't have.
The thing is, I watched Clone Wars. I just don't remember them. Like it was so long ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And so I do agree with you. It was kind of resolved very quickly. Like she's back with the Bad Batch after one episode. I thought it was going to go a little longer where they're trying to like track her down. And then maybe she gets back to Camino and then they have to go into Camino and like rescue her. Yeah. And it was going to be like a 3-episode arc of how they do that. So I can see that complaint of saying like, it just seemed like it was really quick. Like it was solved really quick. And now, I mean, there's still things up in the air as far as like, well, is Fennec Shand going to go after them? Is now Cad Bane going to try to get her back or what's, but it to me, I can see that. It did seem like it would just kind of solved in one episode.
It wasn't that big of a deal.
I saw this opportunity of being like this, like, oh, now Omega's going to have to like fend for herself and she did in the 20 minutes that we saw it, right? But like I thought she was going to grow a lot in like her having to like learn how to like, get out of this bad situation or something. But just one episode. Yep, it was a little short for me, but I mean, it's not that it was a bad episode anyway, but it was like I almost want to call it a filler, but they did reveal some story beats, so it was good. It was fine.
Every time Omega
What? What are you talking about, Mick?
What am I talking about? Every time Omega like calls out for like Hunter or Wrecker, I get a little teary. Like it's kind of like joyful and sad. And happy like when she gets back with him. Yeah. It's like, oh.
Yeah, I think they've done a good job with
Wrecker.
connecting her and the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Wrecker's her brother and Hunter's her dad, basically. It's cool.
It's going to be sad when she dies.
It's going to be
when
cool.
Wrecker dies.
Cool. Oh, Wrecker.
Saving her.
Yeah.
Ooh. I love it.
But not Echo because of the base thing.
No, he has to die.
Eventually.
Oh, yeah.
Then they have to name the base after him.
Yeah. Whether it's
Echo base.
Yeah, we'll see.
Last thing on our list is Loki, episode 3. I talked to you a little bit, Jonah, about the episode, and I would tend to agree with you.
It was called Lamentus.
Okay.
You're agreeing with Jonah, who hasn't said anything yet?
But we talked before.
Right. Well,
I can read his mind. I would agree that this episode was very, very filler and just kind of boring and almost pointless.
Corey loved this episode by his
reaction.
You really?
Did you?
Just kidding.
I hated this episode.
The only part,
I hated it. I thought it was so boring.
The only part
the
only part about the episode that I liked and that I thought was kind of cool was just that planet that they were on because it reminded me of Borderlands so much.
Yeah, me
I was
too.
like, oh, that's
the
cool.
Lighting,
it's like live action Borderlands.
Dude, when they were downtown, they had like just that.
It was a Borderlands,
futuristic, but it was messy, like scrapped together. It was cool.
I was like, wow, that would be a cool. That's what a live action Borderlands would look like. But other than that, I was like,
yeah.
I hate episodes that are like that where it's so obviously one way, like the way things went, like. He was screwing around. He was doing his singing stuff, got drunk, and it's like, I just didn't like it. And like, she's so serious, and then they get screwed. They break the thing, and like, they're stuck there, quote unquote. It's like, you know how it's gonna go, right? There's no mystery to the episode. There was nothing.
There's no way they're gonna die there.
Exactly. I hate episodes like that where you're just there's only one outcome, and you already know it. I hate episodes like that. So it irked me a lot.
Well, I really liked the second episode, which to me was like, oh, like this is interesting. And so I was looking forward to, which is weird for me because, I'm not the biggest Marvel fan. So I was looking forward to episode 3 and I was just like midway through, I was like, this is making me upset just because I was like finally looking forward to something. No, but like,
I'm getting upset.
But like, I got like, annoyed. Like,
yeah, me too.
This is dumb.
Yeah. It feels
it felt boring. It felt just like you said, like, oh, I know what's gonna happen. They're gonna, he keeps breaking everything. He keeps being kind of just like a doofus. Mm-hmm. Like everything he does is like he's dumb, and she's like the typical like
she's super
sarcastic, dumb, like like
more serious.
You're
than
such
him.
an idiot.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! And then you're gonna find out that she has a backstory, and you're gonna like once she reveals what happened to her as a child, it's gonna Like,
And that's fine, but they didn't do it right. It just
Right.
felt so.
Yeah.
and then the scene when they get on the train and they're like, they spend like 10 minutes of them just talking to each other, like
Like while they're sitting down?
when
or
they're sitting
before?
down.
Okay. Yeah.
And to me, I was like, man, that scene went on forever.
I don't even remember what they
And
did.
it wasn't dynamic, and like the information they were giving you just seemed like not interesting. I was like,
It
how
felt
long is this
almost
going?
like an improvised dialogue scene.
Yeah.
And yeah, it went on too long. Time that could have been spent
So
on something else.
they were talking about his mom.
Right. So
They were trying to
think
do
that's
this-
I think that's the only interest. I thought that was the only interesting thing about it is that they're like, oh well, I never. What did she say that she never knew her mom? She'd never met her mom.
Yeah.
and so he knew. His
She knows
mom.
like she remembered a very little amount. Yeah.
So it's like you're seeing that these two people have different, like obviously raised differently. The circumstances of their lives are different.
Yeah.
That was the one thing that I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. But the rest of it was like, whatever.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. It wasn't a dynamic enough conversation.
Yeah. I had a hard time remembering what it was about.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that because I remember the mother thing,
Yeah.
but then from there, it was just kind of like
Yeah.
her being like, and then him like doing jokes and stuff like that and stuff. And it just, to me, I remember like watching it and being like, man, how long has this conversation been going? I feel like I've been here forever. And I just wanted that part to end for them to get to the next thing.
Well, not to mention the singing part went on way too
Oh,
long
I hate
too. Oh my
It
goodness.
bugged me so much. It was almost as bad as
As the Justice League.
Justice League one.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same
Almost.
thing.
It was so close.
It was starting to get really
if it went for
cringy.
5 more seconds, it would have been worse.
I was like, did Zack Snyder direct this episode?
It was just awkward. And man, they kept going at it. I hate stuff like that. I hate stuff that makes me feel awkward outside of a movie. That's
feel-
the worst, man.
That I think what would have made the episode maybe work a little better is if they would have cut back to see what Mobius was doing or anyone else. But it just felt like you were stuck with these two characters and what they were doing wasn't interesting. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it just felt like, okay,
I mean, I
oh,
think
you're
there's
on
a
the
lot of
train. Okay, you tricked them. Okay, and it just, I don't know.
Well, I think what I think makes the show Loki work, and what was interesting to me, even though we only got it for like maybe like an episode and a half, was like that kind of almost buddy cop thing with Loki and Mobius. Like I thought that their characters played off each other like really well, and that's what I wanted to see was like those two going through different times trying to find the variant.
I guarantee you there's more of that. Or I don't know if the buddy, but there's going to be more dynamic in like interaction between those two. I guarantee it because
They're better because
you've got
I agree
him
with
and
that.
he's a big actor, so I guarantee you he's going to be a bigger part down the road.
Yeah, I liked the way that those two played off each other.
Their chemistry was good.
Yeah,
it was cool.
I don't really care for Loki and what's
Loki.
her face's
Sylvie.
Sylvie. Yeah.
Sylvie.
Do you think it'll come out that she's actually not a variant and that she's someone else?
Nah.
Because I heard.
But I mean, she kept saying, "Don't call me a Loki."
Yeah.
Like she hates being called that. I don't know. Maybe not. But I think she is. But what do you think, Chu?
You have a
No,
thinking face.
I don't.
No, nothing.
It was just interesting.
So I think this is, the funny thing is that for me, both shows were kind of like, okay, let's get past this and get to the next episode.
Yeah.
Like it was like filler for me. I know you guys enjoyed it way more, like the Cad Bane thing, but for this episode with Loki, the planet was cool. I will say
cool,
the effects were dope.
Yeah.
The freaking meteors like going through roof of metal, like dang. It's crazy. It's cool.
That's kind of interesting to me because you guys like that. This is obviously the reason for this is because investment level. So I'm not as invested in Marvel, but like when I watch a Star Wars movie and they go to a planet, I'm like instantly interested in, oh, what's it going to look like? What are the people like? That kind of stuff because I'm kind of immersed in that world. To me, it was like,
I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about like just how cool the
Just
planet
the
looks.
aesthetics.
The aesthetic of the background. Like if you take Loki out, all the people out, and just give me a background of the planet.
And really, if it didn't,
looks cool with it looked cool with the planet coming down.
I'll put down my computer.
Yeah, if it didn't remind me of Borderlands, I probably wouldn't have cared for it.
Yeah, for
Yeah, I remember. I just thinking about the episode when I finished watching it. I was like, because even I have to bring up Zack Snyder, of course, but like Man of Steel, like I love how Man of Steel starts on Krypton and how the whole world looks, and how the culture is like. You feel like I want to know more. I wish they could spend more time here to figure out stuff like the culture and everything like that. And to me, when in this one, obviously I know it's because I'm not as invested in Marvel, but I was like, whatever. I don't care about this planet.
Totally fair.
But
I will say the one cool thing about that episode, besides the whole mother thing, it was all right. But the cool reveal, I think near the end, where they were like, oh, like you weren't created, you were a human.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, you were a variant.
Yeah.
So the whole like time, whatever, guys, all the workers are variants.
And they don't know that. The workers don't know that.
They
think that they're
created by them.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I was like,
that was
oh, cool. I didn't think about that.
And I think
that's
I read
awesome. That makes sense though.
Yeah.
I think I don't know where I saw this, but they're saying that every single person has been taken from a certain period in time. Mm-hmm. And that's why Mobius is obsessed with the jet ski.
Yeah,
like because in his
previous life,
he must have had something with a jet ski.
He loved them. Yeah.
And so that's still stuck there.
Oh, for sure.
And so like everyone has something.
Yeah.
So that you're right. That was interesting.
That was cool.
But to me,
she explained how it works with the mind control thing.
Yeah.
She had to go back to a past memory, and that was cool. Yeah.
Yeah. But I just like the thing that's unfortunate is like those two moments are the only things out of what a 47-minute episode that was just kind of like.
Yeah. I did like that the episode ended with them not escaping the way that they thought they were going to.
That's good. But they're going to escape.
But something's good. Yes.
Yeah.
Probably like
So
in
I
the
didn't have
first
much weight.
probably in the first 5 minutes of next episode.
Yeah.
Something will
The
happen.
other thing that I
Owen
thought
Wilson
of,
will show up and help him out.
the other thing that I thought of when I was watching is when they're mentioning the Ark, I kept thinking of Raised by Wolves. Because they get on the Ark and they leave the planet that's going to be destroyed. And I was like, oh man, when's season 2 of Raised by Wolves coming out? Anyways.
I think the episode was kind of like, like if someone comes up to you and you're like, hey, here, put on this plastic glove. I'm like, okay. And they're like, here, in this toilet, there's a huge pile of poop.
Okay, where are we going?
There might be a tiny little piece of a diamond. And you have to dig all the way through all this poop to get to something kind of good. And it's like, is it worth it? Is it worth to dig through all
For
the
a
poop?
Diamond, yes.
It's really tiny. It's like really tiny. And it's not even graded well.
You said you had a glove?
It's worth like $100.
Yeah. You got a glove? Oh.
What type of poo?
Bad poop. Smelly.
Okay. All right. Oh. I did fall asleep during this episode. So
Really?
I had to, I dozed off and I was like,
Yeah.
let me rewind it to where I remember and I'll finish it. It was like the last
Wait, did
10
you say
minutes.
you didn't fall asleep and then just said you dozed off and had to rewind it?
No, I said I
did.
did
He
fall
did.
asleep.
Oh, I thought you said I didn't fall asleep during this episode, and then
And I
you
was like,
proceeded to tell us
That's
that
how
you
boring
did.
it was.
Yeah.
He was awake and still didn't pay attention.
Dozing off is falling asleep.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's just one of those things where honestly, if you just read a recap on the episode, you'd be good. And you could just go to the next
Pretty
one.
much.
So
Watch it on 2x speed.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, here's to the next one being good. Hopefully.
Comes out tomorrow, so
Yeah.
we'll give it a watch.
We'll
tomorrow.
keep you posted.
Yeah.
Okay, posted.
Okay. Well, I think that's it for this episode.
Yeah, short and sweet.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's getting hot in here.
Oh, it is.
yeah.
Sorry,
It's a bit of a sauna.
I just want to give a shout out to somebody.
Okay.
Okay.
Do they deserve it?
Absolutely. So,
I'll be the judge. I'll be the judge of that.
say it like that.
well, you played soccer with Edgar, right? Edgar's
Okay.
coming to play soccer. So,
Okay.
he texted me the other day. He's like, "Hey, has anybody listening from Germany showed up on your stats?" So he's stationed in Germany with his family. So he left about 3 months ago, and so we were just talking. He was like, "Oh, I listen to you guys when I go to work on Mondays and stuff."
cool.
So
Nice.
Anyways, just wanted to
We
give a
let him
little
down this week.
little shout out to Edgar. Thanks for listening, man. Hey, we miss you, and hope you and your family are doing well. So thanks for listening, man.
Yeah, I don't know you, but thanks.
Hey, worthy shout out. Okay.
See?
All right, nice.
Okay. Yeah. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram.
Nerd Age, anywhere you can find us. We're there. Anywhere.
Look behind you.
We're there.
Follow us on MySpace.
MySpace.
Cool. Okay. We'll talk to you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios. Yo, yo. Yiggity.
Yeah, sweat.
Yo, yiggity, yo.